Whoa, peace, peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me pretty good? I feel like I can't hear myself because I got these headphones on. Kind of brief through a little vibe, When I have awareness, whenever I bring up any of these situations like 9/11 or like certain holidays, remember everything is about magic ritual. And magic rituals have to deal with programming the subconscious mind, and they also have to deal with them doing it on certain dates because certain numbers carry a certain energy. I'm not about to go too deep into this, but just about to brush on it a little bit, Remember, y'all, any and all donations is greatly appreciated. Now, first off, you think about your boy KarlHaynes, that, if people want to deny synchronicity, oh man, synchronicity not real, it's a coincidence or this and that, you know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a coincidence, it's synchronicity. And if you want to, because a lot of us, speaking of subconscious programming, a lot of us been programmed to not listen to a young, what we call black male or young melanated male speaking on information. So you listen to an old white man speak on information, or old European, or whatever you want to call it. So KarlHaynes has books speaking on this synchronicity. He also had texts from the Nag Hammadi texts, or I forgot the name, the Gnostic scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And they had the Codex 1, or the Gnostic, or the Jung Codex is what it was called. But just a little bit again on 9/11. 9/11 was a, magic ritual. The subconscious reads symbols, and before it reads words, of course you could, and again, the subconscious goes off of repetition, trauma, and symbols. When you think about 9/11, it was a repetition of some type of little disaster or some inside job. So that's one part of the subconscious. It deals with trauma and causing traumatization. That's another aspect. And it deals with symbols, And so with that being said, like if I say the word apple to my subconscious, apple could be an Apple iPhone, a real apple, and all these different things. And speaking of an apple, the city that 9/11 happened in, and hence you see how we correlated with the, most people don't say September 11, but you say 9/11 or 9/11, But this connection with this energy, again, the Big Apple, that's the name of the city, New York City. What's the nickname for New York City? The Big Apple. You know what I'm saying? So you have that little connection right there. Now also, matter of fact, shout out to Mark Passio. If y'all aren't familiar with Mark Passio, he done spoke on this certain little aspect and tying it into Nikola Tesla technology. Nikola Tesla had this, basically what they call a death ray. They had news articles about it. And if you want to go deeper into it, or just check it out, Mark Passio, if you check in MarkPassio, and then type 9/11 on YouTube. So Mark Passio 9/11, and he speaks on it, and he speaks about this doctor named Judy Wood, who has a book where she basically don't necessarily have a conspiracy about it, or I mean, not say conspiracy, she's not just like making assumptions. She has a lot of evidence to show how much of it was an inside job, and in connection with this Nikola Tesla technology. And she has a book, Dr. Judy Wood, JUDYWOOD. She has a book, and basically with a lot of evidence speaking on this situation. But basically, other than people speaking on it being like a bombing or inside bombing, or, like a demolition type of bombing, But also, when you look at the evidence of Nikola Tesla technology, and how he talked about, like in his own words, that he had a certain technology, like an earthquake maker, or a certain type of technology that could turn the empire. And he talked about this himself, again, quote unquote, that could turn the Empire State Building into rubble in a matter of, I say seconds, but very quickly. So you have that evidence as well. And again, it was dealing with vibration and resonance and some type of oscillator, that he was using. And also in connection with scalar waves. And scalar waves comes in 90 degrees to electromagnetic waves, And electromagnetic waves is dealing with our torus field, and I'm about to tie this in. So, matter of fact, shout out to Mark Passil for bringing this to my knowledge. The tarot cards, which I would have tied it in indirectly, talking about the two pillars, because again, for one, the number 11 is basically like a representation of, when we talk about 1111, that's a gateway, that's an opening. 1111, it's like a portal open, it's like a spiritual awakening, but also 11 represents the masculine and the feminine energies, And right quick, let me see if I can find it. But looking for the tarot cards. What's up, y'all? I see y'all coming through in here, man. I see y'all. Much love. But let me stay on this roll. Jakim and Boaz, Boaz being like the feminine or the negative or the yin energy. And then the yang energy, the Jakim. And it's also connected to Freemasonry and the Temple of Solomon, and the two pillars, And also behind it, you see like the little 7 little peaches, kind of representing like the 7 stars of the constellation of, again, the Big Bear constellation in connection with the celestial shift of the North and the North Star, So, there's a lot of connection with, again, the divine feminine. And right now, a lot of things is awakening with knowledge in connection to the divine feminine. Pause. That coffee, But, and the high priestess, no coincidence too, the high priestess, connecting with that moon energy. And we got a full moon in Pisces coming in right now, Friday the 13th, But, again, knocking down the 2 pillars. And in connection with that, again, is about magic ritual. And the subconscious mind works in symbols. So even though your conscious mind don't get it, the subconscious mind get it. And again, this is just to understand too how to make sure we doing our own magic on a lot of these days and tapping in ourselves. This is not to fearmonger ourselves about some old shit or some shit that's about to happen or these things, We have awareness of these things, and then we fall back into doing what we got to do, to change, change things within our inner universe, that change things in our external universe, and that'll stop shit like that from continuously happening because we'll have knowledge of self, and more knowledge allows for us to not be bullshitted by situations like that. Now, also, September is really Sept deals with the number 7 because it is really the 7th month and not the ninth month. When you think about 7, you think about 7-11, and 7-11 is like, rolling the dice. What's his lucky number? 7-11. 7-11. Backdoor Lil Joe. And Lil Joe is 2, you know what I'm saying? And 11 is the number 2, so no coincidence that Ice Cube almost like, made that correlation indirectly in the song, you know what I'm saying? What that was, today was a good day, huh? You know what I'm saying? Today was a good day. But again, they rolled the dice on 7-11 or 9-11, and they were gambling on how much they could fool the masses, you know what I'm saying? So they was gambling, they was rolling the dice and see like how gullible these niggas really is. Let's shake them up and see what we, you know what I'm saying? This is our biggest trick yet, you know what I'm saying? Because really, up until that point, that was one of their biggest little tricks. And again, gambling with the ability to pull an inside job. And we talking about people who, again, you go look up, and I done did videos, my little stint of my little Hollywood videos that I did. If you go look up subconscious, either my magic playlist or more so my subconscious programming playlist on my YouTube channel. But let me slow down. With the inside jobs, USS Maddox, and matter of fact, which was in connection with what's his name for the dunk, Jim Morrison, and the brethren from the Doors, and a lot of people that has to deal with rock and roll. Either their father, their cousin, uncle, somebody worked for the Navy and was in connection with Laurel Canyon. Laurel Canyon is a place out here in L.A., in California, which is also connected to Laurel Canyon. That's also somewhat in connection with the Manson murders and things of this nature as well. So all this kind of ties in, but. The inside job of the USS Maddox and the Gulf of Tonkin situation where they basically said straight up, we popped it off for the Vietnam situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, oops, our bad, that was us who started Vietnam. Sorry for traumatizing all y'all. Again, trauma, subconscious programming through trauma, repetition, and symbols. You also had Operation Northwoods that they try to move on Cuba on some shit, and they try to get some Cuban actors to run up in some spots so they could be like, hey, look at those Cuban people doing all this kind of shit, so that gives a reason to go fuck up Cuba. But Kennedy, hence why he ended up getting assassinated. One of the many reasons why he ended up getting assassinated, because he also spoke on the banking system, and that's something you don't do. And also, that's another thing that Abraham Lincoln did as well. He ain't just was with the Union and some other shit, and also he was connected to the brethren Pascal Beverly Randolph. Go look up Pascal Beverly Randolph. And the brethren, melanated brethren who started the first all the Rosicrucians, and also kind of the first to tap into the sex magic, and hence why he, his name gets swept under the rug, because they wanted to make H.P. Blavatsky famous and Aleister Crowley famous for these things, you know what I'm saying? And again, as I'm speaking on this, no good or bad, no right or wrong, and nobody really died, you know what I'm saying? People transition out of their bodysuits, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's not to, not to say, with the, how can I say, families who like, oh, my people died in 9/11. We're not making light of it for them in that sense, but us who know better know to not have no heart weighing heavier than a feather, because we know better. We've been around long enough to know better, you know what I'm saying? This is a big school, and some of us are 12th graders, some of us are kindergarten students, you know what I'm saying? But again, you also got the War of the Worlds broadcast, where they broadcast an alien invasion over the radio to see if people really was gonna believe it, and people bid on that. And it's like, all right, we could keep doing shit now. And also to bring this into other things that get swept under the rug, this is the same government that bombed the hood in Philly, like straight up bombed the, melanated black people hood in Philly, and also tore down Black Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? So again, we talking about a place that, obviously don't give a fuck about, and again, all the other things that's going on. And again, bring this some 3D realm shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the 3D realm a little bit right now, you know what I'm saying? We're talking some mundane human shit, but it connects to the esoteric and the higher realms, because again, this is magic ritual, in essence, playing with numbers, so you also have that connection. Again, them gambling with the ability to pull an inside job, hence 7/11, again, 7 September 11th. And it's also, again, 9/11, 911. Somebody call 911. Someone please call 911. You know what I'm saying? That's dealing with emergency, and it's also, again, trying to create this negative connotation in connection with the number 9, and the number 9 deals with completing your destiny and completion of a cycle, and also dealing with transformation, and it also deals with the feminine, like when you talk about the feminine energy, feminine energy, dealing with the 9, and also, the cat energy, or the Lyran beings, with the 9 lives, a cat has 9 lives, that's also connected with the Kali Ma energy and the Shakti energy. And again, you can look at these two pillars as the Shiva and Shakti, and then you got that primordial mother energy that goes up the Sushumna, when we talk about the energy channels up our spine with the Kundalini, So it also could be looked at as tearing down the Kundalini energy, but also, again, degrading or degrading the divine feminine energy, and also to deunify, like to basically tear down the unification of the masculine and feminine balance, all through symbology. Again, because on a human level, it's like, oh, 9/11 buildings got tore down, this and that. It was a terrorist act. And then again, Mark Passio brought up this aspect, like, the war on terror. And I spoke on how, the word tarot, like the tarot cards, is connected to, the name Tara, and that Tara breaks down in the etymology type of sense of being Isis, or the divine feminine energy. And hence also connected to, again, Tara, also connected to the word care, and I think that's how it breaks down into I can't recall it all, but again, it's just flashing through the information in connection with Isis. And we talk about Bohemian Grove, what they do at Bohemian Grove with the presidents in Northern California. They do a cremation of care, this cremation of this fake cremation ritual, of this woman named Care, or again, of the Isis energy, and hence why they call this terrorist group ISIS. Like, let's tear down ISIS, let's fuck up ISIS. So a bunch of Americans could be cursing out the divine feminine name, basically, As a matter of fact, when we talk about the number 9, we're also talking about the Pluto energy, and hence why a lot of these things come into light, like me talking about it right now, because that Pluto is in retrograde right now, and it's coming out of retrograde in October 3rd, And also, when you add up the gematria, and I say the gematria, not because the gematria would be dealing with the name September. I'm talking about, again, the number it represents. And so now that they call it the 9th month, when you add up 9 plus 11 plus 2001, you get the number 5. And what the number 5 deals with? The number 5 deals with phi, or the golden mean ratio, because again, our Taurus field has like a 5-pointed like little star in it, like a little pentagon, and hence the pentagon also got hit during 9/11 as well, after a bunch of money ended up missing, mysteriously, but again, so you got the phi energy, so tearing down the Taurus field in that sense of it, and the Taurus field also connected to the Taurus constellation, and that's also connected to Venus, and Venus is connected to the Great Mother energy again, so it ties back into, matter of fact, Ishtar, Inanna, Urzuli, Freya, and that whole connection right there. And again, with the connection to the 5 and the fire and the Taurus field, and this all happening, and where? In the Big Apple, and when you cut an apple in half, it has a 5-pointed star, So again, and again, that's why I started with the, speaking on Carl Jung and synchronicity, because it's like you could try not to believe in it, but if you credit any of Carl Jung's work, then, and which again, besides Carl Jung work, we've been knowing that, again, there's nothing, no coincidences in this universe. It's all, synchronicity. Synchronicity is life, basically. But it's all correlated. And so you have that aspect. And let's see. So basically, again, this is a whole ritual. So in hindsight, or should I say, what we should be doing again is like doing reverse magic in essence. Making sure this date don't, the number 9 and the number 11 and this whole date is looked at as something that's beneficial to us, and not looked at as 9/11 when the towers crash. We got to do some magic that's beneficial to our subconscious on these dates, And also, when you just look at 2001 itself, it deals with the number 3. Number 3 deals with communication. It deals with the Mercury energy, and the walker in between the realms, And when you think about it, again, number 3, like if I drew a number 3 upside down, it would be like root going up right here and then going, wait, bam, bam. I can't do it with the one finger. I'll do it like this. Walking that middle passage in between. But again, dealing with that divine feminine energy and breaking down the divine feminine. And mostly all the rituals is to either add to the masculine energy and to, to take away from the feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? And again, this is also an attack on the Lyran beings. The Lyran beings, or the cat energy, you know what I'm saying, has a feminine energy to it. Hence, no matter how masculine a male cat is, he's still like, lick and bathe himself and stuff like that, and want to take care of himself, you know what I'm saying? It's a feminine energy, hence why a lot of us, connected to that primordial energy is connected. Yeah, we are masculine, but we do have a connection to the feminine energy as well. But, so again, basically, it's like a portal, like to a port, and also again they're using the 11 as a portal opening for them to open up their little unbeneficial magic. Because again, I don't want to use the word bad or good or right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? They using it in their benefit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever they see as beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole aspect of, again, this little 9/11 aspect, you know what I'm saying? We're about to fall back off of that. Again. And just to get into some other aspects now, so I'm going to slow down off of that, Definitely want to just share that. What's up, y'all? I know I was just going in. Mickey, my yacht, we all everywhere, forever. What's up, bro? We got a link soon. Windward for the UK. Blessings to the international fam. Blessings to everybody. It's not Trevello. I love life. Icy Vision. What's up, my brother? Magentasclu. Blessings. Crowley equals the devil in supernatural. Nah, Crowley was just trying to make himself seem like the devil. So again, so you could be scared of your own shit, So you're like, ooh, be scared of the 666. I'm the mark of the beast. So again, like, and I always bring up, you see how like, quote unquote, black people in the church community, the melanated old ladies, like, oh, that's the devil, this and that, that whole little vibe. That's why that was created, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Hey, love language, I see you. Miss Allie, what's up, Miss Allie? Hey, long time, I love you, miss you too. Yes, 3D, 5D realms. Yep, it's a mixture. Yeah, we talking about, again, it's 3D shit to the, Because, again, what happens in this realm is a reflection of things happening in the higher realms as well. As above, so below, as within, so without, you know what I'm saying? The 7 Hermetic principles. And hence why it's important to deal with all of them because, like, again, people give you half-truths, you know what I'm saying? Like, the book The Secret, where you get some of the truth of how to manifest, but not all of it, you know what I'm saying? And then thinking it's some bullshit because they didn't, speak on all of it, But shout out to, it kind of leading into the direction, but it wasn't necessarily built, Again, that was part of the New Age movement to mislead a lot of people who was going to be spiritually awakening right now, Flow Kitten, blessings. Venture to Love Slave, blessings. La Jap, blessings. Slim Goody, 75, blessings, bro. Miss Teja, blessings. Water the love, the water, blessings, everybody. Plant-based Mellow Tiller 96, Uh, Dreads Wolf, all right, you coming from Brazil, all right, peace, blessings. We thought about seeing it at all. Seeing, oh wait, Tiller 96, what you talking about? Think about seeing what? The Jit Face, blessings. Thanks. But yeah, again, this is all magic ritual, but I also want to break into some other aspects as well, because again, it's like there's about to be a strong system, shakedown and meltdown right now too. More and more things gonna be getting exposed, and hence why I'm just so, again, reason why I express these truths, and like it seemed like like from the outside looking in, you would be like a universal trying so hard to wake people up. But it's not so much as me trying to chase that energy as much as just me, again, like that's my sole purpose, and that's what I love to do is share information, and I love to share things, that help put people on game, because as I'm mastering my inner universe and putting myself on game, it's reflecting outwardly, you know what I'm saying, to the external realm. Again, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's the inner universe. So yeah, they're definitely having a little system meltdown, and again, I spoke on using the word matrix. You want to be aware of, like, just because the collective has such a confused outlook on what the matrix is, it kind of has some word magic to just cause confusion whenever you kind of even say that word. But again, it's like this system shakedown, like whatever this little system, this illusion, or what we call a government, and govern your mental. Govern, when you look at that, the root word to that, or should I say, want to say in Latin, means to steer, you know what I'm saying? And again, mental, govern mental, to steer your mental, But Pluto is on some, killing shit right now, killing, like it's basically, exposing a lot of things, breaking down structures, what I'm saying? It's dealing with transformation, and hence, the number 9, again, in connection with transformation, in connection with that. And I spoke on this festival called Navaratri, which is called a 9-night festival. In the Hindu tradition, it's where men, release their toxic masculinity, in connection with Kali Ma. And hence why Kali Ma is viewed as this monster, type of deity, because, if I'm a masculine energy trying to control things, of course I'm going to be scared of the divine primordial mother energy, if I'm all logical and trying to control things, And of course Kali Ma going to be depicted as somebody with some, matter of fact, with nothing but men head, because she's depicted also with like skulls, or not skulls, but like the heads of a man all around, like she got a necklace made out of a head of a man, what I'm saying, a bunch of little heads of a man, what I'm saying, and also sometimes depicted standing on the chest of Shiva, what I'm saying, because that's that strong primordial, what I'm saying, energy. So again, as a matter of fact, there's gonna be a lot of little politician, quote unquote, debts, like this one guy not too long ago, I forgot, again, I don't keep up with that unless it comes to my doorstep, but a lot of politicians will be, they died, or they resonating and this and that. They kind of like slowly but surely finding their little back door, what I'm saying, and trying to get out of harm's way as we start waking up, what I'm saying. And again, not that it's not that it's going to be a physical fight or any of these things, what I'm saying. We're just waking up, and we're no longer being bullshitted by a lot of these things, what I'm saying. But you're going to see a lot of that, a lot of little resonations, or a lot of politicians, like this politician transition, what I'm saying. It is going through that back door, what I'm saying. Secretly creeping out, And again, right now, we're dealing with a lot of karmic release energy, releasing of old egoic barriers and old comfort zones, you know what I'm saying? I look across the board, you know, certain people, matter of fact, shout out to Brother Panic, you know, seeing Brother Panic doing one of his first live videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, then also Black Magic channel, you know, expanding with the interviews. Then had Billy Carson on there, and he about to have Seven Bomar on there soon too. So shout out to Brother Rich or Father Rich in the Black Magic channel, and also Seven Bomar with the Understanding channel as well. You know what I'm saying? And no coincidence, I came across my brethren who spoke on working with Dame Dash on a movie set. And then I look on, another video on Black Magic I haven't watched yet. He did an interview with Dame Dash and speaking on this Anunnaki movie and conspiracies and things of this nature, you know what I'm saying? So it's no coincidence that that's coming up. And again, I look at myself again with the karmic release, or like getting out of the comfort zone and breaking out of old karmic contracts, you know. Like I'm started my Patreon page, you know what I'm saying? Breaking out of, you know, stepping into these new realms. And also, again, seeing YouTube up to their little bullshit. If you go to research my videos, like it was easier to find my videos when I first started off, when I had less videos and I was less popular than now, because they didn't switch up the algorithms to where when you look up universal frequencies, all the most unpopular aspects of universal frequencies, or that name pops up instead of my videos. And they still got some of them, but again, you know, they're cracking down on these type of energies. So again, hence why, you know, having a Patreon platform and a lot of us, you know, stepping into these other platforms, because, you know, YouTube with the bullshits, you know. But yeah, matter of fact, I call it algorithm wars. Oh, the clown movie. I ain't never watched it yet. I ain't watched it since I was a little kid, and I don't even remember it because I was probably so scared of it. I never really watched it in that sense of it. Yeah. But yeah. Yes, man. Smudge Aldridge, what's up, my brother? Matter of fact, y'all go check out my brother Jazz Bandito out here making moves. But yeah, bro, you could definitely use sage to smudge. Go, you know, use sage to, you know, smudge or whatever. And also Palo Santo. Let me see what time it is, because this place closed at 10. All right, I got a few more minutes. But yeah. Yeah, Tiller 96, you know, it's all karmic energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, most people may be under the spell of you know, politicians' little lies and all that bullshit, because maybe they were once a politician. Because, again, a lot of karmic energy raising up right now for all of us, you know. Like, you know, collective karma and then individual karma. Like, it's just, and again, things bubbling up to the top, like on some dark night of the soul. Because in order for us to, like, peep out, like, say, for instance, a lot of things our egoic mind is slick at hiding from us. So we have to go through really seeing the bullshit. And sometimes, again, if we're not aware that we're here on a certain level of growth and to clear our karmic energy, you know, we'll think something happening to us or something bad, like the universe picking on me. And, you know, and when you forget that this is a part of the growth, you'll fall into a lesson loop of constantly thinking like, oh shit, bad shit happening to me, and labeling it as bad, you know, instead of just knowing like, hey, this is pressure to make a diamond. It's not good or bad. These are things that pop up for me to learn how to grow from them, you know what I'm saying? So again, people who may be brainwashed by the politics may have been politicians in the past life that brainwashed people, you know. The little kids or whoever that got molested, you know, by church, by preachers, probably was one of the preachers who first started the Catholic Church in the past life. The people who transitioned for 9/11 probably was somebody who popped off a conspiracy, you know, in a past life, and I say proudly, what I'm saying? That's the way the karmic work, you will find yourself on the opposite end of some shit you implemented in a past life, what I'm saying? If you was a person in a past life who was scary and let your family, die or something like that on some coward shit, what I'm saying? Then you'll be dealing with, some of that type of energy in this lifetime, what I'm saying? Like it's all, all correlated. But again, a lot of karmic energy getting rinsed out. And matter of fact, another thing too, the divine feminine is here, what I'm saying? Like, a lot of men, got this toxic masculinity. And this goes for across the board. This ain't just oh man, the white man, like shit, melanated, white, whatever. Like toxic masculinity, it's being transmuted, what I'm saying? And you better, I learned to be in the vibration of being ready so I don't have to get ready. Because I'm even looking at, a few, I ain't gonna say no names, but a few music artists, in the rap game that still wanna, degrade women and, think, again, because there's a balance with our sexual energy, and being sexual and things of this nature, but then there's a level of it that's degrading the feminine aspect, what I'm saying? And some masculine energy still want to hold on to that degrading the women vibe, what I'm saying? It's not gonna fly. Like, matter of fact, I'm not much into making bets or none of that because it ain't about no I told you so. I could just say though, in the next 2 years or 3 years, man, it ain't gonna be all that toxic masculinity and trying to put down the feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be out the window, you know what I'm saying? But definitely gonna see a strong rise in the feminine energy, and you're seeing it with all kind of things, because they're also trying to play the Obama card, and I spoke on that, like all the cartoons and comics and stuff like that, either making melanated people the main characters now, like Miles Morales for Spider-Man, and or they're making women the main characters, you know what I'm saying, passing the baton to the women, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna see a lot of from music to news articles and all this, and magazine articles, women on the front page or women being praised, you know what I'm saying. You got the two little young melanated queens playing tennis, you know what I'm saying, that came across each other lately. Like, you're just gonna see the rise of that. And again, it's nothing like as above, so below, as within, so without. Think about this as like Osmosis Jones. If y'all haven't watched Osmosis Jones, we're like cells in the body, and within the body, melanin or carbon is the detoxifying agent, you know what I'm saying? So hence, and also, things are getting hotter, and when things get hotter, that brings our melanin to the surface, you know what I'm saying? So hence, you know what I'm saying, as things get hotter, you know what I'm saying, that inner kundalini, you know what I'm saying, that heat rising, you know what I'm saying, and also again that primordial energy, that no thing from the void or the middle of the torus field is expanding, you know what I'm saying, because again the atom is made out of 98% to 99.1% of basically dark matter, you know what I'm saying. And hence why with CERN, the whole experiment of them smashing atoms and trying to see what's in it. But again, it's about our inner universe, and that energy is spreading. From darkness, let there be light. You know what I'm saying? I spoke on that in my caption, when I was speaking on the Green Frontier. You know what I'm saying? With on Netflix, this little show about the Amazon. And I don't, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna get into it because it's more fire for y'all to watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't even spoiler alert. Like, I almost said too much with my caption about it, bro. It's real cool to watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, speaking of watching the movie, another thing too, what we're realizing again, that this is all, a game for us to play. And you think about it, if somebody told you all the aspects of San Andreas, like, the first mission gonna be all of this, and the second mission gonna be all of this, and but basically you get told all the missions, or like you're watching a movie, or you're getting ready to watch a movie, and then somebody tell you all the parts of the movie. It's like, fuck, it don't even pay to watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody tell me, like if somebody would have told me as a little kid, like all aspects of, like, because of course we flash and get glimpses of our future, don't get it twisted, but if I was told every aspect of what's going to happen in my life, you're going to get married at this age, or you're going to, not only would life be boring, and I would feel like, what the fuck is the point? But also, I probably try to change some shit in a manner that wouldn't even be beneficial to myself, you know what I'm saying? But hence why, again, like a lot of things, as much as we could tap into insight, we're not told everything. And that's another thing I was gonna say. No matter how much you may dream, and it's not to knock, because look, I done slowed down on my smoking to tap into the dream realm, and to be a little more tapped in on the astral realms and stuff like this. But remember, no matter how much you dream or astral travel or even study, like study on a physical level or have psychic awareness, you won't know it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we down here. You know what I'm saying? Again, no matter how much you dream, astral travel, study, have psychic awareness, you won't know it all. You know what I'm saying? Hence why we all in this classroom. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it don't make sense to clown nobody who's on their growth, you know what I'm saying? And again, whenever I make jokes about certain little aspects of people not being woke or something like that, it's literally just for the joke of it. Because I was once, like, again, information about chakras and crystals always existed, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't always knowledgeable about this information myself, even though as a little kid, I knew it was more to this little realm than what I was being told. I still had to learn as well, you know what I'm saying? So when we play that little unwoke people, they need to wake up and this and that, and whenever, and again, that's ego. Whenever we kind of come at the situation like that, that means we got a lot to learn ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Whenever we looking at it, and again, we could joke and be lighthearted about it, but what is our true intent? Because some of us say these things about like unwoke people and this and that, and our intention is to degrade unwoke person, and hence we be on some vibe like, these people need to be woke before I could go around them, you know what I'm saying? And think about that, how powerless that is to say, hey, I'm God, hey, I'm this, I'm that, but these people need to be woke in order for me to maintain my vibration around them. Like, nah, you need to maintain your vibration, by maintaining your vibration, because hence, when you step into your power and stop giving external conditions power over you, you know what I'm saying, that's when you align with your, your inner source, your inner being, you know what I'm saying? Because hence, I'm sitting in this coffee shop. I'm sitting in my power, Like, I could have been like, oh, man, I can't talk about these things because unwoke people going to feel uncomfortable when I speak about that, So I'm going to be scared to speak on this because, but hence because I didn't have that outlook beforehand, I'm sitting in here in this little corner by myself with nobody around. And even if somebody sat down, I would still be running this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, not blaming it on no external shit. And hence I had to catch myself in some videos too. Because I'm like, even though, I could pick up on the vibe that somebody may feel uncomfortable about it, but it's up to me to allow their comfortability to affect me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all me. You know what I'm saying? I used to use that excuse for doing music. Like, oh, man, if I go to the studio, bro, like, niggas be hating, man, and they might hate on me or, this and that. And I could feel that hate and I won't be able to do the music well. But no, that's me allowing them to hold that space to throw me off, you know what I'm saying? Like, so again, you have to allow things to fuck over you, because a person could talk shit about you all day, but you gotta allow that talking shit to make you feel bad, it's what you allow, Hey, I got 44% left on my battery, and it's 9:44. Hey, 444. As a matter of fact, shout out to Red Pill and Blue Pill, hence the two pillars, you know what I'm saying? And brethren speaking about the 44. Matter of fact, back to 9/11 aspect a little bit. I think the twin towers was either built. It was like the 1963 or 1973, but it was like on the fourth month, on the fourth day or something like that. But again, that's all, you know, connected, you know. But again, you know, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, back to that aspect, you know, no matter how much, you know, we dream or tap in, you know, we all down here in this school, you know, and there's different levels and different grades in this school, you know what I'm saying? But to look down on anybody, you almost going back to kindergarten, you know, yourself, you know what I'm saying? So again, we could be the most psychic person out here, you know, but still going through lesson loops just like a Christian person who's still following Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to knock nobody who's following that, you know what I'm saying? That's part of their karmic energy to follow that, you know, situation. Because maybe in the past life, they was sitting there in the two Nicaea councils implementing the shit in the first place. So now they suffering from being lost in that sauce because they were the ones who fucking created the illusion in the first place, you know what I'm saying? Because the Christ energy is real. But again, you know, 16 Crucified Saviors by Kirsty Graves. As a matter of fact, I forgot that I do have that. I don't have it on PDF, but I do have it on my Amazon. I don't know if you could send books from Amazon, but I do have that on my Amazon. But the 16 Crucified Saviors by Kirsty Graves, you know what I'm saying? Where it reiterates the Christ story and the Virgin. And again, you know, she looks very familiar. She looks like the Virgin Mary, and she also looks like a yoni, you know, got the pearl right there, you know what I'm saying? This is like, matter of fact, the wings of my yacht, you know what I'm saying? The lips on the vagina, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all, you know, again, the middle pillar. And hence why, again, lions are always depicted as like the gargoyles or like the, you know, the stone statues that guard the gate, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the gate. You know, the Temple of Solomon, to enter the Temple of Solomon. The Temple of Solomon is the body, you know, the body is the temple. You can also look at it as the temples too, you know, with the pineal in the middle. And even though the pineal is important, though, it's all about that heart energy, the heart chakra, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the middle. And hence why, you know, we got an electromagnetic field around our whole body, and then also got another one inside of us from the heart. Because the pineal ain't necessarily got an electromagnetic field around it, you know what I'm saying? But the heart does. So when we go to the middle of the middle, to that real 0 point, you know what I'm saying? You know, that connected with that Venus energy, you know what I'm saying? Or that Ishtar, you know, or Julie Freya energy, you know what I'm saying? That's that connection, that divine feminine connection. And hence them, again, trying to knock down the pillars, you know? On the subconscious programming deals with trauma, repetition, and symbols, you know what I'm saying? And also trauma is passed through DNA, you know, so again, hence why slavery was all about just tearing the ass of slaves, you know what I'm saying? Because if they whipped the shit out of them slaves, other than the fact of that trauma being passed down verbally as well, but just in the DNA, it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, passed down as well. And these are, again, studied facts. And during the Holocaust, you know, that they were testing out a lot of these esoteric and occult, you know, deeper metaphysical aspects, you know what I'm saying, trying that shit out before, because again, with music, you know, all the music artists out there, you know, after a while, they started creating music with 440 resonance. I think it's 440 to throw off, you know, our vibration when it's really I can't remember it right now. Cause matter of fact, and go check out my solfeggio tones video, solfeggio tones and binaural beats, where I speak on that on my YouTube channel. But you know, again, like, and back to us, you know, again, like, you know, we all going through our growth, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll be able to tap into the future in that sense of it. But, you know, none of us know it all, because hence we wouldn't even be down here. You would be one of the beings looking down into this tesseract, or down into this little, this little realm. All right. You'd be looking down into this realm, peeping this out, like how Hunger Games is personifying, or the Truman Show. And I got a video where I break down the Truman Show, which is a two-part video. You know what I'm saying? But tapping into that. But again, life, like watching a movie. 417. Wait, what the 3, 5 plus 4, and 7, 8. Yeah, it could be 432 or 417. Because another thing too, all the solfeggio tones add up to either 9, 3, or 6. And matter of fact, speaking of Tesla earlier in the 9/11 vibes, and they spoke on how his technology. Again, go check out Mark Passio video on 9/11 and how he spoke about again, what's this lady name again for y'all who just coming in? But you could rewatch this video too. Judy Wood, spoke on the Nikola Tesla technology, and he spoke on it too. He was like how it could disintegrate the whole Empire State Building. You know what I'm saying? So that's also, again. But again, like watching a movie, it takes away the thrill of watching a movie or playing this game if we knew everything that was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you down here then? Tell us all what's going to happen next, Again, it's a growth. But, as a matter of fact, run away from the person who says they know it all, Matter of fact, a person who says they know it all and sitting in the same classroom as you. You know what I'm saying? Literally and figuratively speaking. So imagine if you did go into a class with somebody sitting down in the class not teaching, and even if they were teaching, like, hey, I know it all. Like, what if you know it all while you're just teaching on one subject, or if you know it all while you're a student in this class? Because again, as much as I may seem like, I know a lot of things, look, I don't know it all. Again, that's why I'm not your guru, and I'm just as much as a student as I may come off as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the bird chirping, you know what I'm saying? I like to, one of the things I love is I love to learn about thyself, and I love growing. And because I love learning about thyself, and I also love to share this information, just like a bird chirping. And if you, want to, learn from what I'm speaking on, cool. But again, I'm not, not your guru. Matter of fact, we're about to leave out of here. This video cuts off when I leave because I may have to. Shout out to the donation somebody just sent me. That's probably one of y'all up in here. All donations greatly appreciated. Because also, again, transformation, stepping into that realm of realizing, like, bro, it ain't po-mouthing, to speak on, hey, you know what I'm saying? All and any donations are greatly appreciated. But look, they're about to close this place up, so definitely about to move around. Give me a last second. But yeah, we're getting it in. Blessings, y'all. Famerica Hammond, blessings beyond this realm, blessings. Nats Locks, blessings. Hey, Miss Dreezy, baby, blessings. Much love to you. Beats and Bicycles, blessings. The Atari, blessings. Beauty Tam Tam, blessings. And DJ Sunstone. Mr. J Solo, J Solomon, blessings to you, bro. Matter of fact, Eat the Babies, blessings, man. We gotta connect, bro. I'm out here now, matter of fact. That's so fire how matter of fact, the brethren came to the rock shop when I was working at the rock shop out there in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm in Cali, well, in his stuffing ground. Much love and blessings to you, bro. I see you out here too. But yeah, we about to move around, go sit outside, you know, catch this Wi-Fi from outside. Pause for the cause. See, man, this is all live, all raw, no scripts. Technically, no scripts. I got my notes. But yep. All right. Blessings. Y'all have a good one. Yeah. Peace, y'all. Yeah. In fact, Skeet 7777. Blessings. Hood Healer Angel. Blessings. Yeah. Matter of fact, also remember, again, something that's trying to have you be on the extreme. And I say something, the way we set up this little dream world, we created certain parasitic energies to, to be that pressure to create a diamond, you know what I'm saying? And that energy is trying to get you to be on the extremes, you know what I'm saying? Hence why this Virgo energy is coming through to make us be more grounded and not be extremely because again, I done spoke on the Moldavite syndrome, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to just disappear into the ethers, and fly away. Or hey, I'm treating spiritual growth like a matter of fact, and I spoke on this in the Alienation video. Matter of fact, if y'all haven't watched Alienation, it's an old school show that came out a while back, like in the 80s or whatever. Man, definitely go check that out, because that slipped under the cracks as far as like how close it's correlated to what's going on, as far as like, again, these aliens that come down and got super strength and all this type of things, and and they in society trying to get them to be like humans instead of being like the true aliens that they are, you know what I'm saying, in that sense of it, and more so not an alien like from external space, but from inner space, because that's another illusion. It's from inner space, you know what I'm saying? Hence, again, like on my DMT trips, where I caught my inner self was like, hey, you're not like in space or none of that shit. Like, you inside your inner universe, you know what I'm saying? You inside the 0 point of your Taurus field, But again, make sure we balancing things out, because again, after this Virgo season, we're going into the Libra season. And again, and check out my video, The 12 Movie Specialists. And speaking of life being a movie and us not knowing all parts of this movie, hence what makes it a surprise and enjoyable, because we don't know every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the 12 movie specialists, like, with this realm, the zodiac signs, the 12 zodiac signs being like, movie specialists that get us ready for our role in the movie. And Virgo dressing us up, getting us earthy, getting us detox and all healthy and detailed oriented and, analytical and being more grounded and being of service to ourselves and others. And then the Libra energy going to bring in even more balance, And then that Sag energy going to have us tapped into, making sure we gaining wisdom and being more knowledgeable, and also tapping into that traveling realm for those of us who resonate with moving around from where we at, and may not be moving around permanently, but just traveling more, you know what I'm saying, and creating those experiences. Because again, that's another thing too. Traveling is not to run away from what you call quote unquote problems, because guess what, your energy follows you where you go, you know what I'm saying. So don't ever try to move or go somewhere else in the vibes of like, oh, I'm trying to get away from something, because your energy follows you wherever you go, The fact that I still had some root chakra energy to deal with, hence why I had end up back in Louisiana for that little stint that I ended up back in Louisiana. Like, whatever's going on in your inner universe, your outer universe reflects that. And hence why it's ridiculous to call somebody unwoke or this and that, especially when you looking around you and there's some unwoke people, quote unquote, around you. That's because, you displaying some unwoke energy yourself, and you know what I'm saying, in some way, form, or fashion, you know. And hence why, or you got something against unwoke people, so you know what I'm saying. But again, having something against them would be you not, you know, understanding the bigger picture of the situation and that they are a reflection, you know. I will do another live, y'all, so it's up there.